In the beginning, there was silence, and then a signal. Welcome, traveler, to Beyond the Atlas, a podcast exploring the infinite universe of No Man's Sky. I'm your host, Tyler, and this show is about exploration, lore, player stories, and the quiet moments that make this universe feel alive. Whether you're a veteran explorer or just waking up on your first planet, you're welcome here. A couple episodes ago, we talked about being alone, but not lonely. Today we explore something that makes that possible. Sound. Because space may look empty, but it never feels silent. Before we get into today's topic, here is our tip of the week. If you want a more immersive experience, try this. Lower your music volume in the settings slightly, but increase sound effects. The hum of your ship, the wind across alien grass, distant fauna calls, storms rolling across the horizon. The ambient sound design in No Man's Sky is incredibly detailed, but easy to overlook. Sometimes immersion isn't about louder music. It's about listening closer. And that will be our tip for this week. Now on to our main topic, the sound of the universe. In reality, space is silent. No air, no vibration. But in No Man's Sky, space hums. There's a low, constant presence. Your ship breathes, the engine pulses, the galaxy map resonates. It's subtle, but it keeps you company. And that matters. The soundtrack of No Man's Sky is very unique. The soundtrack doesn't overwhelm you. It doesn't demand attention. It drifts. Soft synths, slow builds, gentle crescendos. Sometimes you barely notice it until it's gone. And that's when you realize how much it was holding the moments together. The music doesn't tell you what to feel. It creates space for you to feel. And there's a reason it feels that way. The soundtrack for No Man's Sky was created by a band called 65 Days of Static. They're not a traditional orchestral composer. They're an instrumental post-rock group from the UK, known for blending electronic textures with organic build-ups. And that choice matters. Because the universe of No Man's Sky doesn't sound heroic. It doesn't swell with triumphant brass. It doesn't demand urgency. It pulses. It drifts. It evolves slowly, much like the game itself. What makes their approach so powerful is that much of the soundtrack isn't just a fixed playlist. It's procedural. That means the music shifts and adapts as you explore. It reacts. Layers build, layers fade. Themes return differently. So even if you revisit a planet, the sound may never feel exactly the same. That unpredictability mirrors exploration. You aren't walking through a scripted score. You're moving through something alive. And maybe that's why it never feels repetitive. There are moments when the music barely exists at all. Just a low synth pad, a distant pulse, almost nothing. And that restraint is intentional. Because when the music finally swells, during a warp jump, or cresting a hill, or discovering something unexpected, it feels earned. Silence gives sound its meaning. There's a specific sound when you enter your ship. That sealed cockpit hum. It feels like shelter. When storms rage outside, when sentinels search, when the planet is hostile, the interior hum feels safe. Sound becomes emotional architecture. The game also knows when to pull back. When you stand on a cliff, when you look at the horizon, when the music fades, silence returns. Not empty silence, anticipatory silence. That space between notes, that's where reflection lives. I want to share with you guys one of my many personal moments with the game. I remember landing on frozen planets. The wind was loud, sharp, almost violent. I almost feel myself get physically cold too. Then I step inside a cave. The storm disappeared. Just dripping water, soft echo, breathing. It felt like the universe had exhaled. Those transitions stay with you. So why does sound prevent loneliness? Sound is proof of presence, even digital presence. A hum, a pulse, a signal. It reminds you that something is active. Something is running. Something is alive. And maybe that's why No Man's Sky never feels truly empty. Before we close things off with this episode, I would like to propose a challenge for you guys. Next time you log in, pause. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. And tell me, what do you hear? It doesn't matter what kind of planet you're on, even if it's hostile. Just close your eyes for 10 seconds. I would love to hear from you guys what your experiences are by just listening to the environment around you. Thanks for listening, traveler. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following the show and sharing it with another explorer. Before we go, we have yet another signal fragment.
Existence is beautiful if you let it be.
Even if it's temporary. Until next time, traveler, keep your fuel stocked, your scanner charged, and remember to take some time to sit back and listen to the peaceful music and the sounds of the atmosphere as you explore. This has been Beyond the Atlas.